Welcome back to another episode of Cascade Valley, where we are about to face the team that they say is better than us, but I don't believe them. Now, when we take a look at these frauds, which I expect, I don't know. I expect the backups to be in this game. I'm just going to put that out there. Their starting guy is Kiki Alaka. We don't care about him. And taking a step back to the rest of the roster, they got some dudes, I'm gonna be honest, but I'm not really scared. You expect me to fear a 90 overall, 88 speed running back? No. Your wide receiver room, your top guy is an 88 speed, 89 XL guy? No. Your corner room is an 85 overall, 83 speed guy? No. And after spending the last 10 minutes just laughing at Purdue's roster, because we ain't afraid of them at all, we're going to absolutely torch them this game. I fully believe. I'm happy to see my guy Dylan Fowler back on top of the Heisman list. Look, we need to have one more really good game. And then I think going into the CFP is when they reveal the Heisman. I need this man to dominate. We're going to have a great game. 2-3 touchdowns. Barry B, we'll be seeing him. Here we are, the conference championship game. Look, I'm just saying, we're going to beat Purdue down. Oh, they got their little uniforms. Oh, they have the all-white uniforms. They're about to get dirty right now. We're coming for you. Pause. Longa had probably one of his worst games, I think, ever last week. We're going to try to do better this week. We're going out here to the passing game. I want to maybe get a block somewhere. All right, can we just maybe do a little bit better? Because right now we've passed the ball 3 straight times, and I don't know if that was the move. Just kidding, it was. Look at Fowler getting involved. New set of downs, right back to the passing game, which is not like us. I'm going to believe in a man named Carmazzi. Why are you jumping? I think my biggest beef with this game is the fact that they jump all the time when they don't need to. But it is what it is. We're back out here, first down. Giving it to Fowler. First carry of the game is going to get him about 3 yards. Well, kind of like the right side a little bit better here. Longa's going to switch that over to Fowler. Fowler looking for a block. Gets to the 1. And like where we are, we're going to call the same exact play. We're going to run to the left-hand side now, hoping for some blocks. Oh, we messed up. 4th and goal. 4th and goal from the 1. Coach McMervin hates his offensive line, but he's going to believe in him right here. Get a block for the best player in the nation, and he's barely in the end zone. I'm hoping they don't review that one because it would be a little close. Here's our first look at Purdue's offense. I'm expecting to turn them over left and right today. I believe in our squad. They go to the shallows. We whiff. Oh, that's a bad man right there. I see why he's slow. What that man makes up for speed, he definitely has in terms of strength. Good Lord. Oh, my God. Great knockout. Ooh, a little RPO. We got guys there, though. Way to stand them up. Ooh, they got like a really wide spread here. I'm actually a little nervous about this. Sean Lewis is going to be a primary guy in coverage for us. We're going to bring Jorge Slade over. Kind of watch in the middle. They go for a screen. We weren't expecting that, but great work to get the tackle. Purdue's going to punt a deep one out here. We're going to see if Carmazzi can do a little bit of magic. He's had solid returns so far this year. That one, maybe about 10, 15 yards. Longa is trying to be in his bag right now. He's going to throw one, and that one effectively is out of bounds. One thing we haven't done as well, I think, in the past couple weeks is getting the ball to Ostergaard, especially in these kind of like trick plays per se, and he's been really good. You can see the speed there, just electrifying. Ooh, pretty heavy set. If they run a blitz here, we might actually be cooked because I don't love what we got at the moment. They back off a little bit. Over the top, Longa has a cannon, throws it to Carmazzi, and he's there. They said Carmazzi was no longer existing, and we said he's back. Purdue again, the #1 team in the nation, out here struggling, and we are lighting them up. What I need to make sure we do, though, is get back to running the football some because we're definitely passing a lot. And to be fair, it's nice to actually see Dean Longa cooking because we've seen what happens when he isn't. That man was not cooking anything good. And Fowler is going to dive into the end zone, the best player in the nation. The Heisman favorite. Everyone's favorite player. Offense, again, absolutely cooking. I think Manny Burwell was going to be playing here in the first half pretty soon. This is getting outrageous. After a couple of yards there, we're going right back to it, and Fowler finding broken tackles everywhere. 62 yards, already 2 touchdowns. This has been a great first half for Dylan Fowler. That run, not so much, though. Ostergaard is going to go in motion here. Longa got a little bit of time, trying to send this guy down the field, throws an absolute dot, and Parizo. Another one. We open up here in the second half, and it's getting spicy. Manny Burwell is going to make his way into the game, his 3rd game of the season, so this is getting close to the cap that he has. If I remember correctly, Burwell can play in up to 4 games, and after the 4th game, he would lose his red shirt, so we want to obviously be careful with that. Look, again, we were told this Purdue team is the best team in the nation. We were told they were better than us, and I don't believe them for a second. Case in point. I mean, we got dudes on the bench like this. What do they got? We are the new Alabama. Ostergaard. Every time we get to see Manny Burwell, though, I'm impressed. Like, I feel like he's getting better each game. And he has thrown an interception in every contest that he's been in, but I feel like this dude is finding his way. 2nd and 13, Burwell again taking a sack there. He's going to take another. We had A across the middle. We just saw him too late. 3rd and 16. Let's see what he's got here. An opportunity and just another dot to Ostergaard, who gets it down to the 2. Wells done the work, getting us down the field. We're going to hand it off to the man that is trying to win the Heisman, and they aren't having any of it. Burwell and Fowler here in the backfield. Nice dump off. And Fowler barely gets in. I don't know what that juke move was. It was not great, but still, his 3rd touchdown of the game. And I think that Heisman, I think it's coming to Akron, Ohio for Cascade Valley. Cascade Valley did what they said they were going to do, blowing out Purdue. Oh, they're the #1 team in the nation. Oh, they deserve to be ranked higher than Cascade Valley. 52-9. Get a tattoo of it. Bums. Not a bum. This man right here, 3 touchdowns, not a ton of yards. We're trying to make sure he's okay going into the, the bigger things that matter, the CFP, but I'm not mad at how Dylan Fowler played. That should clinch up the Heisman. That was a great play by Ostergaard, which a lot of you didn't see. And there's the trophy. The Big Ten championship is coming back to Cascade Valley. But it's pretty much got a home there. You already know. Recapping the stats, Dean Longa, 9 for 12, 225, 2 touchdowns. But Burwell, who again playing in his 3rd game as a redshirt freshman, 9 for 13, a $197, 2 touchdowns. Both of these guys play well, but Purdue is trash. On the ground, Fowler again, a modest game for him, 2 rushing touchdowns, but on the receiving side, he ends up getting himself a touchdown here as well as Parizo Carmazzi, who they said was dead. And Ostergaard nearly has 200 on the day with 111 after the catch. That guy is a rack monster. And then from a tackle perspective, Jorge Slade is him. 8 big tackles on the afternoon. From a sack perspective, we didn't get to the QB once, which is crazy when you blow an opponent out 52-9. Interceptions, not a single one, but it don't matter. We killed him. We do find out that the Broyles Award, the coordinator of the year, I actually forgot how to talk for a second. Gerald Stoneburner is going to bring that one home. Don't take my man. We need this man on our team, okay? He's been a great DC. Dylan Fowler is going to be the 2030 Player of the Year. 1,400 yards, 28 touchdowns. You know the deal. Dylan Fowler is also going to be the 2030 Heisman winner. That's what I'm talking about. This man earned it. He actually had a killer season, and he takes home the most important trophy in all of college football, besides the national championship trophy, which I also think we have a chance to bring home yet again. Also, big shout out to George Jones, 50 tackles, 17 for a loss, 14 sacks, best defensive player of the year. You love to see it. And if you had any questions, the best running back is that man as well. The awards keep on coming. As the best linebacker of the year in 2030 goes to George Jones. After winning defensive player of the year, he gets another one added to his resume. After winning the Big Ten championship, we're getting ready for the CFP, but we have a bye this week and it's early national signing day. So I want to see which of these guys have really good depth traits. The one I care about the most probably is Bud Ragland. This is a 4-star power halfback with great speed, probably the best prospect I've ever seen, and he officially is going to have only an impact depth trait. I don't care though. 96 speed, 90 acceleration. I hope he's got some good skill caps. This guy should be a stud. We do get an elite depth trait here. This again, we had like 6 5-stars. Jawan Karoma, a 5-star gem middle linebacker, is going to have an elite depth trait, which is music to my ears. Now, we did bring in again a crazy wide receiver duo. Cole Dorsey, the 5-star wide receiver, has an impact dev. We also find out that Matt Hayer, the 5-star wide receiver, only has an impact dev as well. I was hoping for a star for both of these guys, but that's okay. But good news though, a right tackle 4-star gem, Vernon Kershaw, is going to have an elite depth trait. Tyree Ramesh, even though he's a 5-star bust, had a star depth trait. So that's why you should always kind of go after some busts here and there, because if they have good ratings and good stuff overall, they could still be really good. Glenn Stamer, 4-star gem left guard, is going to have a star depth trait as well. Morris Diablo, the center we got, the 4-star, is going to be a star depth trait. Another star depth trait in the offensive line, which Lord knows we needed. A 4-star gem in Sean Dill. An elite dev in our right tackle, Austin Goldson, 4-star gem. Man, we really hit on the offensive line this year. And that's what I'm probably the most proud about, because we have been terrible there. And so overall, I feel like this is a really good recruiting class. We got a lot of impact devs. There's some normal devs hidden in there, but multiple elite devs really help out this team. A couple of star devs here and there. And I feel like our big time players are really going to be out there making some big time plays sooner rather than later. And from a top class perspective, we are a little bit behind Oregon, which is kind of crazy to think about considering they have 24 stars. They also got 6 5-stars, but maybe the portal helps us kind of jump over them a little bit to finally get that #1 class. And then we find out we're playing in the Rose Bowl for the CFP. Clemson advanced a little bit, so we will be taking them on in a really big game. And while we know our matchup, here's what ultimately happened in the first round. UAB beats Purdue. We're not surprised. Clemson beats the Ohio State. Nebraska is going to beat Wisconsin. And then Alabama is going to lose to Oregon. So the second round is going to be UAB, Boise State, Clemson, Cascade Valley, Nebraska, Duke. I'm surprised. And then you're going to have Oregon versus Florida. I feel like that last matchup is probably one of the better ones. We should be able to handle Clemson, but we'll find out. Now, taking a look at Clemson's roster, they're 87 overall, 11-3, second in the ACC this year. They've got some demons, though. And this dude right here is who I'm probably the most scared about. Miles Barnes is a 94 overall, 98 speed, 96 excel guy. He's got shifty, double dip, takeoff, layout, recoup. He's going to be a problem. And to make matters worse, they also have a 91 overall senior with 95 speed and a 91 overall sophomore with 94 speed. And the QB thrown to them is Nick Morey. He's a junior, only an 82 overall. He's got 89 throw power, so he doesn't have the strongest arm in the world, which helps us out a little bit, but he's got some demons to throw to. At halfback, they have John Ajabo, 90 overall, 91 speed, pretty good ball carrier vision at a 90. They have a dude named Amani, but the jokes write themselves. And wide receiver, though, behind Barnes, Roach, and Callaway, they've got just demons. I mean, this is crazy how many guys they have above 83 overall, and they're all fast. So I'm scared. Taking a look at their secondary, a bunch of demons too. They have 5 guys above an 82 overall, and every one of them is fast except for their top guy. So 89 speed for him, but 92, 94, 96, 97. All their coverages for man, above 82 overall. For zone, 1 or 2 guys that are kind of trash for the most part, but they're probably going to play a lot of man today, which means we can probably kill them with underneath stuff and maybe survive there. Cascade Valley heads to the Rose Bowl ready to go. Look, we were national champions for the first time in school history last year. We got a chance to repeat now. We got to go through the Rose Bowl in Clemson to start that journey, and I'm hyped. Great sunshine, great environment, and a great place to live a whole lot of touchdowns and run for a lot more. I like our chances. Dean Longa, short leash or not, is out here ready to get things going. Okay, the defensive line for them is insane. Starting off 2nd and 18 after getting sacked on the first play is not cash money, as the kids say. But we'll take that first down, almost. There we go. Big play here early, trying to set the tone. Longa's going to switch sides. He likes what he's got. Great block there. Look at Fowler. Trying to run through people, and he is. Dylan Fowler telling him I'm the 2030 Heisman guy. Put some respect on his name. Hit him with the pose. Hit him with the pose, Dylan. Or don't. Unbelievable display by this team on the very first drive. If I'm Clemson, I'm shook. Dylan Fowler letting teams know he is a first-round prospect, and you better put some respect on his name. Our defense, though, we got a couple first-rounders that are not looking like it. Clemson having a pretty good drive themselves, though. Marching down the field, their running back trying to get some areas, but Jorge Slade is having none of it. This crowd definitely feels a little CVU heavy, if you ask me. Getting the blitz there. Great pursuit and way to stop him. Clemson here with a big, crucial 3rd and 8. Can they actually get something to work? Their QB's going deep, testing our defense. We got a couple of guys, and it's overthrown. Back out here on offense. This is where we feel really good about how we've been playing, because I don't know if Clemson has an answer for this man right here. 2 rushes, 74 yards is a disgusting per average. And Longa's got to get rid of that. So we find ourselves in a pretty tough spot, 3rd and 13. And our edges are getting cooked. Now, Clemson did have it briefly, but an interception by Jeremy Emery is going to give us the ball right back. 2nd out, 7 yards. We're going right back to Fowler. Look, the best player on the field. We got to make sure he's involved, and he gets almost the first. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Play clock starting to wind down a little bit. We're having a really tough time getting rid of that ball. Despite how much we are struggling on offense, though, Clemson's not really having success on their side either. It's definitely been a defensive struggle, and oh my God, is it a defensive struggle. We're in cover 4. Where is the deep safety? I know where he is. Off campus. His scholarship is gone. Well, the moment we talk about their offense not being great, they just absolutely show us why they're in the CFP right now. Fowler, though, show why he won the Heisman. See what our guys can do here. At this point, go get it, Carmazzi. Go get it. 2nd quarter's here. We just got to get some quick passes in, man. Longa has been on the struggle bus today. We've got to get him involved in some quick stuff. Ooh, double press up on a Tuesday. We tried to get rid of it as quick as we could, and we still couldn't get protection. 2nd and 10, back to the play action. Longa he's struggling today. We are desperately just trying to get our guys something. I think Ostergaard has to be a bigger part of this offensive game plan right now. But our left and right tackles are getting cooked. I mean, look how heavy of a defensive front they have right now. We just got to, I guess, maybe attack the run a little bit more, get past into that 2nd level, and then find ourselves in the end zone just almost like that. 5 rushing attempts, 101 yards. Dylan Fowler's him, man. Granted, most of that came off one unbelievably insane run, but I'm here for it. We finally got the lead back. Let's hold on to it this time, defense. Double halfback set here for Clemson. We feel like a run is definitely coming. They run into their own man. Or they end up losing a yard. Clemson's actually going to come out here in a 5-wide set. We're kind of not prepared, and neither is our corner right now. As Amiri gets cooked. Right back to the run here. Our guys over pursue a little bit. A decent tackle, but plenty of yards. Clemson again with another good drive here. We're trying to make a stop. We're getting some pursuit. No, we had the QB. We just missed him, and oh, that could have been huge. Second and inches. They're going to actually move their guys around a little bit. We missed, but Damian Butts is there for a big stop. 3rd and 2. They go with an RPO, and what was Sean Lewis doing? Clemson's offense, man, they're tricky. They're finding ways to just absolutely cook us. They go underneath, and I can't believe he held on to that. 2nd and 5, Bryce Cheek's going to be a little bit of coverage here in the slot. He's doing a pretty good job, and the defense gets to the QB. You see George Jones get involved there, getting a stop on the quarterback. We needed that. We have got to get to the quarterback if we're going to be successful today. They're kind of running out of time here. Their quarterback has been chilling for an hour. They try to go over the top, and Sean Lewis is there. He read it. That's why he's going to be in the NFL, making some NFL team happy. CVU back out here with the ball. Give it to the best player in the nation, the Heisman Trophy winner, Mr. Dylan Fowler. Ooh, double pressed up on Carmazzi and on Quisenberry. Single high safety. Longa throwing up a prayer like he does most days. Carmazzi almost did something crazy. 3rd down and 5, under 2 minutes left. We need something here. Fowler, look at the man use his hands. Great play. Ostergaard could be the move here. We'll kind of see how their safeties play out. Or if we have enough protection, we don't. What is this offensive line made of? 2nd and 16, Longa. Just trying to get rid of it. He's going to find Carmazzi for a good one. We're going to use our first timeout. Getting our guys, see if they can make a play here. Ostergaard's going to get one, and Whitehart's going to grab that one. We have 2 timeouts. We wasted a little bit of time here, but it's worth just kind of cooking. A nice pass here to Whitehart again. Back-to-back plays. We call our 2nd timeout. If we can take a 2-touchdown lead into halftime, that would be generational for this team. There is a penalty on the play. I'm hoping it's on them. The offensive line. The biggest letdown of all season has been the offensive line. Bob Hicks, your scholarship's going. 1st and 20. We're out of field goal range at this point, but trying to make a play. Fowler's going to get it, gets out of bounds, and stops the clock. That's fine. Modifying our stuff around a little bit. Carmazzi going to try to pull the safety over. We got a couple of high-low layers here, so you can make something happen. We're going to take a gamble. Carmazzi. He catches it. No, is it going to be an eligible receiver? They got him out of bounds. No, that was so sick. So it's unfortunate. I don't even know if we have enough leg strength to make this happen. We're going to try. Oh, it's going to be close. He just missed it. I mean, that's like a yard or 2 that he misses that. Vitek, shout out to him. It's a 57-yarder. He's not NFL material. He showed it right there. But he was so close to getting us 3 more points to the board. Instead, we're going to have a 7-point lead going in halftime. Again, just needs a couple of yards there, and that one's in. Clemson still clinging on to a really good spot right now. Not down that much, but a great screen call gets him a couple of yards. We're back out here in defense, trying to lock up. They got a guy deep. I don't know if they're going to throw it to him, and they throw it out of bounds. This guy is just desperately seeking attention on a Saturday night. 3rd and 5, we're trying to lock in, watching for short coverage stuff. And they tested Jorge Slade like he ain't that guy. The transfer comes in his senior season. He has been a difference maker all season long. Back at it again. We're going to go with another little run for Dylan Fowler, but not a lot of success. 2nd and 8, Longa again, feeling pretty good with what he's got. Not a lot that he sees in the field, so he's going to go ahead and take the first down with a run, which doesn't happen often. First down. The guys are kind of cooking. A beautiful play, and Fowler and Longa are on the same page. If you tell me Dylan Fowler is the best player in the nation, you're dumb. Back out here in defense. We're sending the people, and look at George Jones. Music career and a great player on the field. George Jones might have had, I think, maybe the best season in CVU history since Lord Maslow. Like, it's kind of wild how good he's been. They're kind of playing a little bit conservative here. We're going to go ahead and try to blitz them again. Try to get into the backfield. Stop them short of the 5. That's great. We're going for a punt block. 4th and 19 for Clemson. You don't see many punt highlights in these videos, but they're going to actually get one off. Carmazzi. 1 man to beat, and he did not beat it. Pause. Back with the ball midfield. Dylan Fowler is just the easiest 100+ yards he's ever had. This is unreal. Yo, Herm616, thanks for the Twitch Prime 3 months. Welcome back. Should I get some hype in here? Some pizza rolls for him and P-Town. Thanks for the follow, bro. Appreciate you guys. 3rd quarter kind of winding down. We got a 2-score lead. Ooh, we did not see that man there. We're going to change Whiteheart, put him on a little bit of a zig route. Prater's going to be a little bit more over the top. Ostergaard comes in a little bit late. We like this. Whitehart's honestly one of the best games he's had in a minute. Like, multiple receptions, and he's been impactful today. Oh, yeah, Austin? That's dope. 3rd and inches. Fowler. just running through this Clemson defense, man. 10 for 129. First and 10 again, Longa. Has a guy in the corner of the end zone, and it's Ostergaard on a dot. This Clemson defense, we'll be seeing them. Clemson is down considerably by a lot right now, but with a 21-point deficit, they are finding a way to get into the red zone, and oh, they're getting first downs here. Great run by the running back. First and goal, Clemson sees the blitz, doesn't care. What a dot by the QB, finds his receiver, and they've cut the lead now to be much more manageable. A little over 6 minutes left. Our goal right now is to basically murder somebody. Oh my God. Fowler's got a $140 on the ground, 70-some through the air. If they thought he was a fake Heisman and shouldn't have won it, this answered all those doubters today. Look at Ostergaard showing the speed. He's got a chance to hurdle another defender, and he does it in back-to-back games. Squad so far is out here cooking. Ooh, Fowler. 5 minutes and some change. We are just feeding Ostergaard right now. This man is just a demon on the field. We're at a point in the game where this is basically all she wrote. We score a touchdown here, it's a wrap. Catch him with play actions. Coach McMervin, one of the most aggressive coaches humanly possible. Oh no. Oh no. Clemson just made it a game. We thought it was a game. Well, now it is. If Clemson has done one thing really well today, it's been getting to the quarterback. And they have not really stopped the run until now. Okay, now I'm nervous. We are definitely in a 2 clock era, I'd say at this point, but we've also just got to be really smart with the ball. And I think being really smart with the ball is getting it to Donald Ostergaard. He sounds like an accountant, but he plays like a grown man. When we're doing those quick hitting passes, we're so much better. And we just got to remember to do that because our offensive line is not great enough to sit in the pocket for a considerable amount. 3 touchdowns in the day by Fowler, but we're at a point of the game where we need a 4th one. Great opportunity, but only a chunk of change. Quisenberry and Carmazzi are both seeing pressure with the safeties deep in the box. They are absolutely expecting a run here. He beat him over the top. Carmazzi back at the end zone. Is it too far? It's not. Carmazzi's going to have that one, and that just might have put this game away. Clemson down 2 scores. They have all their timeouts. There is plenty of time left in this game, but that could have been an interception. To be fair, that is Damian Butts, so people aren't really expecting to see him drop back in coverage like that, but what a stop by him to make sure this team didn't get anything. Clemson's QB, all the time in the world, he floats one out of bounds to his sideline. Sean Lewis doing what he does best. Get in the CVU crowd that's in the stadium that's traveled all these miles. Getting them hype. That one is a dot, and what a catch by the Clemson receiver. Number 3 for Clemson's had a heck of a game. He's already got a touchdown reception earlier. Now he just got the biggest one they've had this half. Little underneath, they go out of bounds. Jorge Slade needs to make a big play for this team. Clemson, all the time in the world. They go over there to the side, and it's Jeremy Emery. Jeremy Emery is going to put a stamp, seal of approval, foot on the throat, whatever you want to call it. That's going to seal this game. Dean Longa is going to do the best play we've seen all game. Kneel the football, and Cascade Valley is going to win the Rose Bowl. And we're going to advance. Survive and advance is what matters during the college football playoffs, and we have done enough to beat a tough Clemson team. But our squad, we're just that much better. And there it is, the Rose Bowl trophy and the player of the game. Dylan Fowler, a $152, 3 rushing touchdowns, or 3 total touchdowns today. I remember they were all rushing. But he's the MVP for a reason. The squad celebrating Dean Longa saying, "We did that. We did that." And somewhere under a bridge is a former Cascade Valley quarterback. Not watching this broadcast. He's peddling for change. It's fine though. We don't miss him. Recap of the stats, Dean Longa, 18-23, almost 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. He played well. The offensive line they're killing us. On the ground, Fowler, you saw the stats for him. A great game. 93 yards after contact is disgusting. And then receiving, Fowler, 5 for 72, a touchdown. Ostergaard, 5 for 108, a touchdown. Carmazzi, a touchdown. People were writing Carmazzi off saying we don't use him anymore. He's just out there being wasted talent. We're not even using. Yeah, look at him now the last couple of weeks. And then defensively, Wes Potts, who was really good early in the season, kind of had a lull a little bit, but comes right back with a strong game. 9 big tackles for him. The free safety has been cooking all season long. George Jones gets not 1, not 2, but 3 sacks today. And from an interception perspective, Jeremy Emery gets 2. We see Sean Lewis and Jorge Slade both get some as well. This team was lights out. After the game, your Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week is, of course, George Jones. 3 tackles, 2 for a loss, 3 sacks. He was him. And if you're wondering who the offensive player is, of course, it's Dylan Fowler. It always is. And we found out that we're going to be playing UAB in the semifinal at the Cotton Bowl. This is not what I was expecting. So the final four of the 2030 college football playoff right now as we attempt to do what we haven't done yet, which is repeat as national champions. After winning for the first time last year, it's us versus UAB. The 12 seed makes a big run, beating Purdue, trash, Boise State, interesting, and then obviously having to play against us. And then it'll be Nebraska, Florida. It's going to be spicy. At the end of the day, we got to do what we got to do. We take care of business, we get to the national championship, we could be the ones to repeat. There's a whole lot of work to be done until then. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.